You've probably heard of Headspace centres and a lot of programs that Headspace runs, but I want to introduce to you what Headspace National is, its purpose, its role and its functions. Firstly, Headspace National is the national body which works to design and innovate solutions that actually can reach as many young people across this country in times of need. And we do this through a number of different ways. First of all, young people are core to everything that we do here at Headspace National. They're the ones who tell us what to do. We're also funded by the Department of Health in the federal government and also other parts of government who also tell us a little bit about what it is that they expect from us too. So combining with what we're paid to do and what the voices of young people and their experiences, here's a few things in terms of what it is that we do. We have a centre network now with over 110 centres working across the country. How do we support those? We provide education and training. We provide them with the brand, the excitement, the buzz, and also a lot of the information that they require to activate Headspace centres at the local level. A big part of our role is to ensure Headspace remains consistent. That's why we have a program around the Headspace Model Integrity Framework, of which we assess centres and we partner with the centres to ensure that the experience of young people is similar no matter where they are in rural, remote, regional or metropolitan areas. So Headspace National does a lot with Headspace centres and also in our online services such as eHeadspace, the Digital Work and Study Program, and of course telehealth. You'll also find that Headspace National has an extraordinary reach. Up to 9,500 schools are being engaged by Headspace over the coming years, and that work is being done through our Headspace Schools program. In order to understand how Headspace is going, what are the outcomes that are being achieved, how many people are accessing our services either in centres, online, or how many schools have we signed up to the BU program, it requires national data systems. The main one that we have here at Headspace is called Happy. There's a H in everything at Headspace you'll find. Happy is the system by which the centres used to collect data, which then gets captured and then gets reported and analysed by our research and evaluation team. And they are the ones who actually help Headspace understand how we're tracking. One of the roles of Headspace National is around advocating for youth mental health. Headspace National is a thought leader, and part of that responsibility is to use data, the evidence and the experiences of young people, family and friends to promote back to government areas where they can invest further in so that more young people can get not only a service but also the right service to match their needs. One of the main activities of Headspace is stigma reduction, reducing barriers to why young people may not be accessing supports, particularly when they need to. Why aren't young people coming forward, particularly in generations gone by? Well, largely it's been because it's a taboo topic. But no longer in this country it is, because our role is to reduce stigma. We run campaigns and they are activated locally, but we also have a national campaign which you'll see through our digital channels and of course at times on TV as well. You will discover a great deal about Headspace National and Headspace, the network itself, throughout this program. The important role that we do play though, in addition to all the great stuff that we do on the ground, is that we provide national coordination to ensure there is greater consistency that's applied across regions. There is a broader mental health system, there is a broader health system, there is education, there is employment. There's a lot going on in the minds of young people and there are many sectors that we as an organisation engage with. So let's now move on to talk about the Headspace National Strategic Plan. Like all organisations, we have a vision and we have a mission statement. You will see that throughout the words of our strategic plan, young people, family and friends are key and core to everything that we do. We've deliberately had 4 areas of focus to help, focus staff in on around what's the important themes. Firstly, it's about our approach. Headspace is a unique organisation in Australia and indeed from across the world, where we actually have a model for Headspace centres, we have a model for our online services. They are ours, our services in order to implement across Australia. We get into services, this is the second theme. Our services are far and wide, which you'll get to know through this program that you're going through at the moment. You'll see all of the work that we do in centres, the work we do in schools, and of course, online. We then move to the third area, which is around our people. Headspace, you will find values, people, and our culture. That's why we've got a people and culture division to keep track of how we are doing. We assess our organisational culture about every 18 months. We get a temperature check to see how we're doing. Is Headspace a truly great place to work? If it's not, why not? What do we need to do to address some of those shortcomings as well? You'll find that Headspace in the Our People section is very receptive to hearing feedback, critique, and then it's actually up to us all as staff members to be able to respond in a positive manner. The last theme of our strategic plan is our partnerships. To say I partner with organisations is a really easy thing to say, but to actually take a systematic approach to engaging our stakeholders, whether it be our high energy National Youth Reference Group or the Headspace Centre managers or clinical leads, or it might be the engagement of other mental health organisations that are across Australia. Our role is to get the best we possibly can for young people. To do that on our own, we will certainly not achieve great things at Headspace. So what do? We view other organisations and individuals as key and critical to our success, but equally, we also participate in their activities to ensure that they get the best of their organisations. It's not one-way traffic. It's about a genuine partnership. So it's one thing to have a mission, a vision, and 4 key areas of focus and a whole lot of objectives. Really important stuff. But culture eats strategy for breakfast. And that's why we've got a concept that we've designed and are now implementing called the Headspace Way. It's the cultural piece of Headspace. It's the piece that actually reminds us that no matter what the systems are, no matter what the funding is, no matter what our expectations are from others outside of this organisation, we have to think very carefully about how we work across the organisation. How do we make Headspace fun? How do we make it in a way that there's stretch goals that we can achieve together? And also too, how do we look after our staff in times of their need as well? So Headspace Way, you will learn a lot about it through this program, and of course when you start, you'll learn more about our values and the behaviours that we expect. You'll learn a lot about the passion of the organisation, but it's really important that we really understand the culture that we aspire to achieve and put our best foot forward to achieve that by working together, having fun, and living our values and behaviours. So you may wonder, where can I find the Headspace Way and also the strategic plan? You'll be provided that as part of your induction process. You'll also see it online and also around the office. What I note is that a number of staff actually have it next to their computers as a reminder of just what we're all working towards and why this organisation is so vitally important to the mental health and wellbeing of young Australians.